Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now I have received up to 5 requests from some of our friends on this channel asking us to make a topic or a discussion about Raila Odinga's event in Trans Nzoia. So now I find it so much difficult to analyze Raila Odinga when he has had a successful rally in Western region. I mean, how do you analyze Raila Odinga, like for example, when he get to Nyanza region, then have a successful rally? You know, it can be a topic. If Raila Odinga gets to Western, then he missed to have people to address. When he goes there, then he lack a crowd. I think that can be a topic. But when Raila Odinga has had a successful rally or a meeting in the Western region, in my view, it cannot be a topic because Raila has always had Western region. Ameambia watu, he is one of them. Therefore, they have associated and assimilated. They have accepted him. Anasema yeye ni mjukuu ya Wanga. And Luyas are buying into that. So I did not see a big deal when Raila has had such a successful meeting. Again, it can be the same thing when Musali Mudavadi got to Western region and called for a rally. How can we analyze that? Because of course, Western is where he come from. Therefore, having a rally there cannot be a big issue. But because up to 5 people have requested, we can check into this issue. Now, Raila Odinga had a successful rally in Trans Nzoia County. Then today, he is in Kakamega County. At the same time, the One Kenya Alliance principals also now have embarked on their rally in Naivasha. And by the way, today they have attended a church service at AIPC Church Kule Kinamba. So before we go deep into the events between OKA and Raila Odinga, quick reminder. You might be watching this channel but you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time once we come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, let us give this video thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Yeah, just like I told you, it is hard to analyze Raila when he has had a successful rally in Western region or make it look like a breaking news when Raila has had a successful rally anywhere within Western region. It can only be breaking news if Raila gets to Western region, then he lacks the crowd to address or the people don't turn out to his meeting. That can be breaking news. So, of course, yesterday, Raila Odinga has had some leaders where he had a series of rallies within Trans Nzoia. So Trans Nzoia, largely it has Luya communities staying there. Then part of the communities within Trans Nzoia, there are the Kalenjin communities there. So there is competing interest there between ODM, Ford Kenya, and the UDA party. And all of these people can have a stake in Trans Nzoia politics. Because Ruto might get the support of Kalenjin communities within Trans Nzoia, Wetangula might have the support of the Bukusu community within that region, and then Raila Odinga comes in to enjoy the support of all the Luyas as he has had there in that area. So the Trans Nzoia rally was a successful one, and today Raila Odinga has now come to Kakamega County, where at first time he has been hosted by Governor Oparanya at his home in Mabole. Then after that, they are going to have a series of campaign within Kakamega, majorly Butere, Mumias Huko. I have seen a rally there where Junet Mohammed is addressing people at Sabatia. And for the first time, I'm now seeing Junet coming out strong to also dismantle William Samoei Ruto within Kakamega County. Because remember, for the longest time, William Ruto has been attacking Raila Odinga without that much response. But today I have seen Junet Mohammed and a group of other leaders going direct for William Samoei Ruto to also revenge in the attacks as they campaign for the candidature of Raila Odinga. Because for them, they want to win the Luya vote. Ruto is here to see if he will have some gain. Then Musali Mudavadi is on the ground. So again, the Kakamega rally is responding very well, and I'm seeing one of the Jubilee Party Member of Parliament, the majority leader in the National Assembly, who has now joined Raila Odinga, and he might defend his seat on ODM ticket. Because every time he has been attending and he has been a very close person to Governor Oparanya, and seemingly that is the direction that he is heading to. Is he Navakola Member of Parliament or what? Wangwe, Honorable Wangwe or what? Someone can tell me in the comment section. That man is heading to ODM, not UDM, not ANC, ODM party. So that one also is a gain for the ODM party to at least get people who might defend their seat on their ticket. Now, on the other hand, after the failure of yesterday, Natuli analyzed hapa. The One Kenya Alliance principals have finally met together in a church service tulisema kule Naivasha at Kinamba Church. So after that, I'm seeing they are saying that they are going to have a series of rallies. As I was recording now, hawajaanza. So maybe they will come later, shortly. So they are going to have a series of rallies within Nakuru County, kukule Naivasha. And someone like Musali Mudavadi now going to Nakuru, definitely it can be in defense of Raila Odinga's rally in Western region. That's why maybe he can get quickly to Nakuru County, so that in as much Raila is holding rallies in Western region, Musali Mudavadi will be seen somewhere else also having similar rallies addressing one. So in that way, it will look like both of these people are having rallies. At least everyone is outside of his backyard. So in that way, we will see how things will play. But still, as we said, that One Kenya Alliance has a lot of problem within the competing interest among these leaders. So we don't know if they're going to hold up to the end, or they will always be having these reactive rallies. That because so and so has got to this place, we can organize quickly and have this rally. Yesterday they were supposed to have it, they postponed it. Now today they have it. So it might look good for them, and especially from Musali Mudavadi, that Raila Odinga is in Western, and for him, he is somewhere in Rift Valley with other leaders. Now back to ODM side, despite the fact that Raila Odinga has had very successful rallies in Western region, there have been sharp division because of the competing interest between Governor Oparanya and Senator Cleophas Malala. That's why you see when Raila gets to Western region, Senator Malala will get out there to have another rally, just don't play the influence that Raila has had in Western region, to remain defensive. Because remember, Governor Oparanya is competing to have the say in Western region politics as the kingpin of Western, and largely Kakamega County, to control it, even if he's not going to defend any seat. But Senator Malala wants to come out and take over the leadership of Kakamega County as the next governor. Again, Governor Oparanya has another person that he wants to bring to Kakamega people. Before he was bringing his deputy, but seemingly he is a weak candidate. For that reason, he's bringing someone else, and they want to win that election against the candidature of Malala. So this competing interest also play into this issue, where it reaches to a time where now you find some people discussing Malala competing with Raila. You know, when you go that direction, the person you are helping here is Malala. When you start talking about Malala and Raila, the person who is gaining is not actually Raila, is Malala. Because now already you are raising his stakes. And that is what Malala could want to have. Remember, the same Malala before was in ODM as an MCA. So when he wanted to go for the senatorial seat, he knew that ODM will not give him. That's why he rushed to ANC party, and he won that election. Now, Malala knew that Governor Oparanya is retiring from the governorship position. So for him, he wanted to look for governorship position through ODM ticket. And that's why Malala was gravitating towards ODM party, if you remember very well. But Governor Oparanya now still wants to control Kakamega. He knows that if Malala take over Kakamega governorship position, or if he get accepted in ODM party, largely is going to push him aside. And that's why you saw some time back, Governor Oparanya was gravitating towards William Samoei Ruto. Just raise his stakes. Then call Raila Odinga, tell him, look here, Malala is my opponent. So it's either you are with Malala or with me. Choose one. So Raila had to choose between remaining with Governor Oparanya or letting Oparanya go to William Samoei Ruto, then have Malala. So Raila chose to have Oparanya and dumped Senator Malala. And therefore, Malala sees an opportunity still that he cannot defend Kakamega seat on ANC on UDA ticket. But if he gets ANC ticket, he can defend that seat. Therefore, he can stay in ANC but look for financial help somewhere else. And that's why it has been very easy for other people to tag him as a UDA mole or a William Samoei Ruto man in Kakamega. And even I have seen in the rallies they are mentioning Malala there. So if Governor Oparanya could have not fought Malala to get out of ODM, I'm certain that Malala could have been right in ODM as well as speaking now to look for governorship position within that arrangement. But because of that competing interest, Malala was kicked out. And therefore Malala will continuously attack Raila Odinga and Governor Oparanya as long as they come to Kakamega, because he knows they have a candidate. And for him, he needs that seat too. So that one will continue to play. And again, it is true that most of these politicians will always have their people in other political parties. Like you see, Raila is in ODM, but he might be having his men in ANC, he might be having his men in UDA party, and including Jubilee. Same thing to William Samoei Ruto. He is in UDA, but he can have his people in ANC, vile watu wanasema Malala. He can have some people within ODM party. Same to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. I want to leave you with a clip from Senator Cleophas Malala when he was a strong supporter of ODM but elected senator of ANC party. See you in our next video.
Wananiambia kwamba ati wananiregesha kwa kura kwa sababu mimi nilisimama na Raila. Ukweli wa maneno ni kwamba mimi nilizaliwa na mama anaitwa Musali. Vile nilikuwa MCA, Musali kama mama yangu kisiasa alinizaa. Akaniambia mtoto wangu kuja ukue senator wa Kakamega. Na mimi namshukuru na namheshimu. Lakini nilifika baada ya mwaka moja miaka mbili, nikaenda kuuliza mama yangu Musali, wewe mimi naona wewe ni mama yangu, lakini hujanionyesha baba ni nani. Musali alinishika mkono kama mama yangu, akanipeleka kwa mzee mwingine huku, akaniambia huyu mzee anaitwa Raila ndio baba yako. Yeye mwenyewe ndio alinionyesha nani? Baba yangu. Sasa mimi nimeanza kutembea na baba yangu, sijui hao wamekosania nini. Anakuja kuniambia wewe kijana usiende kwa huyo baba, kuja nikuonyeshe baba mwingine. Nilienda, akanionyesha baba mwingine. Nikifika huko napata huyo baba mwingine ako na masikio kubwa. Napata huyo baba mwingine ni mwizi wa shamba. Napata huyo baba mwingine ni mwizi wa mahindi. Mimi nikaambia mama, mpango wa kando sio baba. Baba ni baba, na baba ni Raila Amolo Odinga.